Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Neo-Frontiersmen, and today we're going to discuss about salt itself, especially during the period itself of spring. So as you know, most of you are knowing itself, the deers and the doe are going to need salt to digest a little bit more and have some minerals to be able, to proper milking or to properly build some antlers. So last year, I did some experiments itself. I had some blocks. I had some blocks on post. I did also some, how do you call that? I did some pole also, and I did some stumps itself. I put some salt on stumps, and I was doing different experiments, and I was looking at the way that the deers were behaving and everything, and the way that it really tipped me off itself was it seems that deers were liking more the natural way of doing things. It's like even if they had some blocks or whatsoever, they were not, they were biting on it in some ways itself. Sometimes they were biting on it. The ones that were on the pole itself, they were really biting on it. But the ones that I had also big success was with using Warwick Salt itself. So it was Supreme Minerals that I was using from Warwick Salt. This is a Canadian-based company itself. This is a great product that they got. They got different product also. They got some blocks also, scented blocks that they're building. And I was using this with a little bit of sulfur, and basically I was putting it, I was drilling a stump and I was pouring everything on it. And that was the best way, that had some results itself. Constantly, the deers were coming and coming on and on and on at that particular spot itself. So anyway, this year itself, I did spoke to Serge Lévesque from Ecotone, Victoriaville, and this is a great friend of mine. We're hunting together. It's been years that we're hunting together. And he told me that he asked me first if I was using, Warwick Salt solely, or I was mixing it. So I said to him, that I was using it solely with a little bit of sulfur, but I was waiting for a rainy period itself so everything could drench in. So he said, okay, he said that maybe that the way that I'm using it is a little bit too aggressive itself. The Mineral Supreme from Warwick could be easily, mixed with a ratio of 4:1 with normal hunting salt. So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to try it. We got a new site itself that I've been, started to build last year, and this year definitively I want to have, since I've got already a feeding area there, I want to have close by saline, so that way, the deers are going to have the complete combo of salt and also protein into it. All right. So anyway, we're going to start with the start, and I got everything. So you're going to need basically a bucket. You're going to need Supreme mineral itself, or you can have also trace minerals that you can have, and you can mix it a ratio of 1:1 with normal salt. So that's another way of doing it. But since that we got the Supreme salt from Warwick, this is going to be a 4:1, and we got some normal hunting salt right there. Why I'm doing this? This is $4, for 15 kilos, and this is about, I would say, maybe 15, 16 bucks. So if you're doing all this, I got, a recipe with a lot of salt for less than 32 bucks, tax included. So, that was pretty hefty deal, and I decided, to trust, my best friend, and I said, why not, give it a try. So you're going to need also measuring tape, and you're going to need a marker. So let's start. So basically I'm going to take my cat, and I'm going to take some measurements. So this is 14-inch. Okay, so if we're taking 12-inch, divided by 4, then this is going to be 3-inch each. And we're not going to fill it up to the top. Okay, so let's make it a 12, just to have some round numbers right now. So 4 inches here. Let's go for it. 4 inch. And 4 inch. Okay, so we got our markings for 4 inch. spring minerals. I don't want to remove too much because after that I'm going to plug it back. And the way it looks like this. Okay, so it's a fine powder. I just love that material. It's going easy, it's filling up the cracks, and it just works like a charm. So just letting you know that this is quite fine. You don't have to be anal on the measurements. And after that I'm putting some normal hunting salt. This one is about to be 12-inch. With it. Let's take some measurements. 12-inch should be around here. So around that one itself. So this is the one. So it's just the upper lid. Okay. So it's going to be one pouch, one full pouch. It's all mixed. It took me, what, half a second, and everything is done. Okay, once everything is done, basically, we're putting the cap over it. And there you go. You got your salt. Okay? So it's got everything inside of it. It's waterproof, watertight. And I just love this manner of doing things. Alright. Non, je vais le montrer, mais c'est quel groupe que tu veux pas? Qu'est-ce que tu dis d'enregistrer?
Ouais. Au moins, t'es averti, là.
Ouais, au moins je t'avertis. Au moins c'est enregistré que je t'avertis. Hein? Bon, on coupe en deux. On coupe en deux. On se faisait 2 segments de pâte, là. Si t'es capable de me faire 2 segments environ de ça puis de ça.
On va le couper direct en deux. Là.
métal, là, ça a tendance à... Ok, non, c'est correct. Ça ne bougera pas. Puis ici, je vais regarder pour voir si on passe au travers. Là. Non, on passe pas au travers. Super beau.